Today we're doing a natural look makeup tutorial using Drugstore and Amazon products. I'm Maggie Flynn and this is Bare Essentials Living, where I give skincare and makeup tips and do product reviews, so remember to subscribe. Okay, it's important to start with the clean, freshly washed face. I'm using Revlon Photo Ready Color Correcting Primer. It's great to keep combination and oily skin dry. You just need a little bit, and do not get this in your eyes. You just put it on your cheeks and on your forehead. There's no need for you to put it on your neck or anywhere else. Just focus around your face, around your nose, and around your mouth. Next, I'm going to be using a two-sided Physicians Formula highlighter and concealer. I'm using the yellow corrector just under my eyes. This is Mary Kay eye primer. I've been using it for years and years and years. It helps to keep eyeshadow on all day. It prevents creasing and it helps to blend. So it's very, very important that you use an eye primer. Look at how much you need. You only need a teeny tiny amount for each eye. So don't go crazy with this. Just use a tiny amount. A little goes a long way. It's important to do the priming because it helps keep your makeup on longer all day. Next, I'll be applying the foundation. This is a new oval brush that I got from Amazon, and this is the Maybelline New York Fit Me. It is a matte and poreless. I didn't have a lid right next to me, so I just used the bottom of this cup. You only need a teeny tiny amount. I actually did, I think I actually used too much here, but this was the first time I used these oval brushes and I absolutely love them. They really help to move the product, and just really was able to get really nice coverage with the brush. The brush is super dense, nice and soft, well worth the money. I didn't spend a whole lot. The details of all the products and the brushes that I used are in the details below. So again, I'm just showing you a teeny tiny amount. That time I got a lot less product, and you're gonna see here that I'm actually gonna be working the foundation quite a bit. You really need to spend some time moving that product in and having your skin absorb it so that you get a nice flawless finish. Some people rush this and you get streaking or you get uneven drying. And notice that I'm not rubbing in the under eye concealer yet. I don't want to mix the yellow into the rest of my foundation, so I wait till I'm ready to just focus on the under the eyes. So notice how I keep massaging and coming back and rubbing in the foundation. You'll see some people do their eye makeup first. I like to put on my foundation first. Nice and flawless. I love it. Really a great color. I think I used a True Beige 222. So next I went and filled in and used the same brush. I started blending in the under eye concealer. Very nice. And then to get into those tight corners, I used a little blender just to get close to the inside corner of my eye. Very nice. That was my first time using a blender sponge. Loved it. Typically I use those gross triangle sponges that get really nasty. I'm moving on and using these brushes and the blender brush sponges. Love them. Really did a great job. See, I had a whole bunch of foundation left. So next I used this eyeshadow brush, slightly angled. And this is a 120 eyeshadow palette I have. I'm using a very neutral, you can use any neutral color. All I'm going to do is going to just put that as a base on my eyelid, the whole thing. It's a great way to start, like when you paint on a canvas, you put one color across the entire back of the canvas so that it's easier to blend and mix colors, and it's very neutral. So this has a slightly yellow undertone, so I put it over the entire eyelid. Always clean your brush in between. Next, I'm using Almay. It's a beautiful pink eyeshadow. The details are below. You can see that I've used it quite a bit. It is creamy. I love creamy eyeshadows. They do a great job blending. This is a very soft color, so if you want a heavy pigment, you go a little heavier in the application. So I will put on quite a bit. This is a very natural look. I put it on the entire lower part of the eyelid up to the crease. And you're going to do that on both eyes. All right, next we're gonna go back to the palette, and believe it or not, we're gonna go for an orange. Yep, orange. That is going to blend very nicely with the pink. So you're gonna go on the outer corner, maybe about halfway, and into the crease. And I put quite a bit because I do like the orange to stand out, but once the orange blends with the pink, it makes a very lovely, kind of like a brownish, orangish kind of color. It's very nice, very natural looking. You wouldn't necessarily think that the orange and then pink would blend, but it really does. You're going to do that on both eyes, and again, just in the outer, maybe the outer half of the eye, and in the crease, and you can barely see it. It blends so nicely with the pink. Okay, so remember to clean your brush on a towel in between colors. Now we're going to go for a bronzy kind of color, and it does have a little bit of a shimmer. And you're going to go in the outside V. And I don't like to go very heavy when I'm going for a natural look. I just want to add another depth of color. So because the orange and the peach mixed to make kind of like a soft brown color, the bronze color just adds a little bit more depth. I don't go very far up into the V on the top, and I just kind of stay in the outer corner on the bottom. So really just accentuating the corner, nothing too dark, nothing too deep. I'm not trying to go for a shadowy eye look, just adding some depth and some definition. So again, remember to clean your brush. Now I'm switching to a smaller brush. We're going to go back to the palette. We're going to get a pearl, kind of a white highlighting color. You're going to highlight the inside corner of your eyes. Really does a great job making your eyes look nice and bright and open. And then you're also going to highlight your eyebrow bone just along the bottom edge of your eyebrow. Do this on both sides. Looks absolutely beautiful. I love it. Whether you're going for an evening sultry dark look, or you're going for an everyday kind of look, always, always, always highlight the inside corner of your eyes and your brow bone. Beautiful. And I did have some fallout, so I'm just cleaning off the fallout from my eyeshadow. Next, I'm using this nubby little CoverGirl Perfect Blending Black eyeshadow, or excuse me, eyeliner. Love, love, love a black eyeliner pencil. This one I use for an everyday look. You want a soft look. So liquid eyeliner really has a very hard lines, and that to me is just not a very soft, natural look. So do this on both sides. I did do black all the way across, but you could do just in the outer V as well. But for this look, I went all the way across on the top and just on the lower outer edges on the bottom. So I really like to do the foundation first, because all this time that we're spending doing eyes, your face is setting, the foundation is setting, it's drying, and it's going to have a much more natural look once it has been absorbed, and then you're able to tell that you have a flawless look. If it's still wet and you're trying to apply contouring, it's really going to look, it could dry unevenly. So I'm going to use my contouring powders. I am going to do a darker color. You go from the corner of the mouth to the top of the ear. Just below that line is where you put your darkest contouring shadow. And the lighting is a little bit weird in this bathroom. I did have a light set up to my left side, so on the right side it's going to look really dark, but it's actually not. It's just the way that the room is shadowed. I put a little bit of the dark contouring powder on the outside of my forehead. I also contour my jawline just underneath on both sides. Really is a great way to add angle and a nice jawline. I do also put just a little bit on the outside of my nose, kind of makes it look a little bit more narrow. And remember to clean your brush in between. Next, I'm going to be changing to a peach kind of powder, and it's going to go right on top of the contouring powder on my cheek. Very nice. It softens that edge, and you do kind of blow off the excess. I like using powders. I have not used contouring creams, but I will try it for this video. Well, in future videos. I also put a little bit on the nose and across the forehead on the top. Same peach kind of color. This all adds shape to your face. The foundation, if you don't contour, can make your face look very flat and bland. So this adds nice color and shape. Remember to clean your brush. Next is my absolute favorite. Yes, see, it's my favorite. It's almost completely empty. It's by Revlon. It's called Marvelous, because it is marvelous. Just on the top of where we just put that peachy kind of contouring, all the way up to your hairline. Just a touch across the top, across the nose, and across on my chin. And I do like to put blush on the left and the right of my neck and just down the center of my neck. It just adds a little bit of depth and just connects the color from your neck to your face. Clean your brush, clean your brush. Next, we're gonna do mascara, but before I do mascara, I do like to comb out the eyebrows, and I do like to comb the eyelashes because you may have some loose lashes, and that way they fall out before they fall inside your mascara tube. So we're gonna curl the eyelashes, put on our mascara, top and bottom. I don't put multiple layers of mascara, but you can for a natural look. I usually only do one coat of mascara. This is a very black color. Top and bottom. Looks beautiful. Next, this is a Rimmel lip liner. This is a Neutrogena lip color. Really, really soft lip liner. I love it. I outline my lips and I do fill in just a little bit. I don't fill it in completely. The lip liner is very soft. Really like it. Goes on easily. And the Neutrogena color stick, I'm not sure if that's what it's called, but it's a Neutrogena. It is a Neutrogena color stick. Went out very smoothly, smells like berries. It's beautiful, natural colors. Last but not least is this Maybelline New York strobing stick. It's an illuminator highlighter. Love it. Just across the top of the cheekbones, just very high, right across the forehead, down the nose, right on top of the lip, on the chin, and your finger does the best job blending, nice and soft. You'll see a little bit of a highlight outside out in the sun, but otherwise it's very neutral. This one is in a medium 002. wonderful. All this you can find, most of this you can find at the drugstore. All of it is available on Amazon. Absolutely love it. I think it looks like a very natural look, good for day or night. Shake out the hair. Tell me what you think. Make sure that you post your comments below. If you have questions, let me know. I really thank you all for subscribing. If you have not subscribed, please do so. Check out my other videos. Follow me on your favorite social media. Thank you so much. Love you guys. Ciao, Bella.